Does working backstage or in other areas of theater production make you a better actor? Hi, I'm Reba Hervis, and I am the Artistic Director at Overshadowed Theatrical Productions, where we talk about all things on and off stage, and maybe a little bit about theater as well. There are so many different ways that you can be involved in theater, whether it is costume construction or acting, technical work, maybe set design, and maybe even a little bit of painting. And I have with me today several actors from Overshadowed who also spend quite a bit of time off stage as well. Al Gore, Mike Larson, Casey Bender. Do you think that your time you spend doing other things in theater, whether it's the technical or volunteering in other ways, Mike has taken on several different roles, and I'm sure that from time to time you guys have done different things. Does that have any benefit in shaping who you are as an actor? Has it influenced you or affected you in any way?
Yeah. I would say definitely. Since I understand the tech now as an actor, some actors want to hide the mic or put it somewhere where it can't be seen, like up in their hair. And if you don't have the right equipment, that could cause a lot of feedback. If everybody on stage has their microphone, back here, I know you have to crank the gain real high, and then you could have feedback. So an actor may not know that necessarily. Well, why can't you hide this microphone? And there's just some things that you can do and some things you can't do. And then how it helps in the tech area is because I as an actor, I can have empathy about, well, I want to try to make their job as easy as possible. I want to enhance what they're doing. I want to make them look even better, or I want to try to give the director just exactly what she wants, right? Because ultimately, your vision would be perfect, and if I can help create that, then the show is going to be that much better.
Yeah, I think getting away from tech and more so backstage. Backstage is, I think people have said it's a coordinated dance. Everything's crammed backstage. Like, there's no room. I mean, sometimes there's this, but not often. And you're stuck back there, and as an actor, you're kind of like, oh, I go to my scene, and the thing's going to be there. So knowing from the backstage point of view, it's like, this is how you're getting everything on stage. This is when you're doing it, and you're trying to avoid the actors. And if the actors have no idea what's going on, which most of the time it's a hit or miss, it doesn't work well. So you kind of work with the actors and you work with the backstage to do that.
So I think that I hear you all saying that as an actor, it makes you respect when you're working off stage. It makes you respect the job of the other people, especially tech and stage crew. And when you're doing that, it makes you respect the people that are volunteering and designing these other things and taking care of it. But do you think it actually makes you a better actor?
It does, because, as Al alluded to earlier too, in tech you see all the shows. So you see it all, and you can see what's excellent and you can see what's not excellent. You can see how a delivery worked, because the actor may not know how they sound until the director tells them, right? Well, we see it. So you go, ooh, that didn't go off well. So then in the future, if I'm in a role, I've got a lot of experience watching these people, and even these maybe get corrected by the director. So when the director's giving an actor advice, I'm hearing it in the tech booth as well. So I'm actually benefiting from that same advice. So yeah, I think there's a good benefit to be a better actor that way.
I feel like that's the biggest thing, is just watching and being able to sit back and be like, oh, they did this. Oh, I can learn from that. You're just experiencing their experience.
Yeah, or they said that and Reba got mad.
Yeah. I don't think anybody has learned that lesson. I'm sorry.
I have.
Okay, good. Could you share with us a little bit about how you began being involved in theater? Al, would you like to start?
For me, when I was in third grade, the high school was having a play that they needed kids for it. My sister was assistant directing at the time, and so she talked us into trying out for it. And that was my first exposure.
Well, I got involved because my daughter was involved. My daughter was involved with Overshadowed, actually, working a little bit of backstage and hair and makeup or something like that. And one day, I guess Reba said one of the actors was going to miss opening night, and she said, my dad will do it, in which I've never done anything like that. And so you called me, I believe, if I remember right, and your daughter said you would do this, and I'm going, are you crazy? So yeah, I did it. I did the one show. I was afraid and didn't want to mess it up for everyone. But that was my first involvement in theater in any way.
So I started with CYT. CYT is Christian Youth Theater. I was probably about 10. My siblings were doing it before,
So they started going to it, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I want to be a part, and I want to do shows with them. And I auditioned, and I got cast, and then I've been doing shows for a while now.
Can you now share with us what your favorite roles have been, and maybe what you like to do backstage as well?
For me, favorite role I think would have to be bottle dancer in Russian and fiddler. The character was just so fun to play. The bottle dancing was very challenging because we didn't have Velcro or anything. We just had a hat and a bottle, and it was my goal to just perfect that as time went on. OTP, Seven Brides, playing Gideon, that was a favorite. Well, most of the Overshadow shows are a favorite. And then outside, I would say the technical aspect of it, just being able to run sound and see everything from a widened perspective of this is what's going on, this is how you're managing it, and this is how you can affect the little tiny things that people don't quite notice.
For me, two favorite roles. One was Aslan and Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. I love being able to do stuff in front of kids. Kids are just a fantastic audience. And the other one was a father, and I remember Pop. I'm usually a character actor, so it was my chance to have a serious part and be dramatic. Most of the time, I'm usually up in the booth working the light cues.
It's difficult to pick your favorite. Of all the shows, I guess the most meaningful would be George Bailey in Wonderful Life, because it was early on and it stretched me, but the story was just so moving. I've done house managing and I've done stage managing, but my main function would be the technical side.
Actors would be wise to realize that tech is one of the most important jobs, because if you can't be seen and you can't be heard, then there's a problem with your acting ability and communicating with the audience.
Yeah.
Can you guys think of anything else that you would like to give advice to somebody, or anything else that you want to share before we close?
The pressure is different, and sometimes you need to try a couple different things to see what really speaks to you. Like I said, I just enjoy working light cues or sound cues. You know, that's just something that I've come to enjoy doing. But you know, there's just a wide variety of things that you can do, and then to see all of that work come together and just one show. You know, it's magic. Theater is a magical experience anyway. But seeing everyone come together, you know, what you see on stage is only a tenth of what's really going on and what's really gone in to build this show. It's a great feeling to see that from behind the scenes instead of on stage.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here. To those of you out there who have wanted to maybe be involved with theater but never quite had the courage, maybe starting volunteering with tech or costumes, or maybe even just ironing clothes for our costumes is a great place to be. I promise you we have a place for you in some way or another. So it's never too late to try. So thank you again for being here. From behind the cameras, we have Brianna Valentine and Rebecca Leland. Thank you guys for all that you do. And for now, this is just me talking to you from the wings.